தேசமே, என் தேசமே, உன்னோடு நான் கொண்டிருக்கும் தொடர்பினுடைய விளைவுகள் தான் என்ன என்று கேட்க வேண்டியது நம்முடைய அரிய வாய்ப்பு.
I am John Berlin from French Missionary Prayer Band. I am serving the Lord in this organization for the past 34 years, in which Kamaleson was the president for many years. I saw Annan in 1987 the first time. I didn't know much about Annan on those days except what people used to say. Later, when I was holding some responsibilities in the organization, I came a little more closer to know about Annan. And hereby I am giving a tribute from my heart regarding Annan. The things which I saw in him, some incident which expressed his character and his impact on people like us is amazing. I'm not going to talk about what Annan had achieved, but I'm going to talk how he made or how he molded us by his model to people like us. The first impact I had about him happened in a place called Allahabad in a pastor's conference. It was a morning devotional time. It was set much early, and some missionaries were representing FMPB in that pastor's conference. There were pastors from North India, from other parts too. And that for morning devotion, the FMPB missionaries who were participating in that conference went to the place of the meeting on time. And little later, Kamaleson walked in, and when he saw the venue, there were pieces of papers and other things which were strewn around the place of meeting. And when he saw that, he started picking those things up. And we were sitting there. He was our president. He never asked us to come and join, but he did not hesitate to bend and pick up those papers. By seeing that, and we also rushed to pick up those papers and clear that venue for the meeting. And the first impact was that being a president and the main speaker of that meeting, and how he humbled himself and to clean that place for the people. And the second thing which made me admiring Annan is, I was sitting in the executive committee of FMPB from the early period. And he is one kind of person that I have seen who grasped the issues so quickly. And the issues which were discussed related with mission fields and all, and that may be a new thing for him. But when we say few sentences, immediately he would understand the depth of the matter, and he would start discussing about that. And that's a rare character I see in Kamaleson, understanding the issues from few sentences. And also he used to give equal importance to all in such committees. And another incident which came to my mind is how he respected the insignificant and normal and ordinary people. There was a proposal from another organization to start a program in Jharkhand where FMPB was working. And some of us missionaries were not very much interested about that project because we thought this may not be helpful to the ministry which we are doing there. So we were saying that we don't want this program. But many other leaders could not handle that situations. They always wanted to bring this project in Malto area, and they were asking us to submit or yield to their proposal. When it reached to Kamaleson, and Kamaleson said that we cannot just pressurize missionaries. We should listen to them, what it is. So he called some of us missionaries as representatives of Malto missionaries to Chennai. And there he was sitting with us and another important leader from FMPB. Then Kamaleson told to that leader, and why you are pressurizing these missionaries? Let them share. And anyway, we are going to do this project. We are planning to do this project for the missionaries and for the people's sake. And if they are not interested in that, if they feel that this is not the correct project for them, program for them, then why you are pressurizing them? And he was discussing, he was keenly listening that all we were saying. Meanwhile, the organization head who's supposed to bring that program into Malto area came into that campus. Then the other leader was asking Anand, he has come, shall we go and bring him? Then Kamaleson told, brother, you please keep quiet. Missionaries are very important. Their opinion is very important. I'll take care of that other leader. You don't worry about that. Let us listen to these missionaries. Let us come to a conclusion. Then if necessary, we can call him. And another 30 minutes, Anand was listening us. And he made us feel free to share. And finally he said, anything you decide is final. And never feel that anybody would pressurizing you to accept this program. After 30 minutes, he went out and talked to that leader, brought him in and shared our concern to that leader. And this is a very rare characteristic in many of the leaders, giving respect to the very insignificant and the missionaries in the ground. And that made a big impact in my life. I would like to share a personal interaction with Kamaleson that happened in 2011. I was quite unhappy about a decision taken. Kamaleson knew that decision and the background behind it very well. After a few days, I received a call from US, and it was Kamaleson who was on the other side. And he spoke to me 35 minutes, encouraging me, motivating me, and explaining few things. And that was made a great impact in my life. I was larger level encouraged. Not only that, I was thinking a great leader of international reputation. He took time and spoke to me such a long time to encourage me was really something amazing. So this kind of respecting simple people and understanding their issues and not allowing other people, big people to intimidate is amazing. And the same way, the way he conducted the executive committee meetings was amazing. And if at all we say anything which is significant and important and will be beneficial, he would encourage. But any time we use anything which is not correct there, he had no hesitation to correct. Also he told to me, Berlin, that is not the appropriate word you should use in this meeting. Can you please withdraw? And he made me to withdraw that word. That kind of, the decorum he maintained in meetings, and without hesitating to correct people like us. And that molded us, and that corrected us, that disciplined us, that encouraged us. And here is a great man of God who made greatest impacts in the lives of people in the short period he came across. And he was in other continent. We were in the remote places of our nation. But few times when we come together, within that few times, and he taught so much of things about kingdom, the kingdom values, the kingdom principles. And I thank God for Kamaleson and the impact he made in my life personally and in a larger level to the organization of Transmissionary Prayer Band. And we need to uphold those values and go and move to newer heights for the glory of God. In fact, on 1st of this month, and when I was in Jharkhand, we had a meeting with missionaries and we spent a lot of time. And all the missionaries were sharing about Kamaleson Anand. Some missionaries might have met only once in their lifetime, but they had some stories to tell about Kamaleson Anand. And that's the way he penetrated into the lives of missionaries in Friends Missionary Prayer Band. And may God bless this organization and help this organization to stick to the kingdom values. And Kamaleson Anand taught to this organization so that we may really bring glory to God and keep this legacy of Kamaleson Anand. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you.